Now in that tasks screen, we're going to create a new view. So again, change view, manage views, and we'll click on new. And you'll see there's a list of options here. You can actually name the view, and you can choose whether you present this as a table. You can also do a timeline. So if you're working on a project and you want to see the various parts of that, you can do that as well. And there's some other options in there as well for displaying it. You can decide whether this folder is visible to everyone. It can be used on this folder and is visible to everyone. The view can be used on this folder but is visible only to yourself. Or you can allow that view for all task folders. So once you've set that up, click OK. And as I mentioned, you'll be presented with this list, and you can decide which columns to organize and sort by. Actually, we will create a new view. I will just call that Denny. Available in all task folders. And then the columns, you'll see that it presents you with suggestions, I guess, for that particular format. But you can go into, by clicking on the left-clicking on columns, you can actually go in and you can see there's quite a few fields there that you can add if you need to, that aren't part of that default view. So all we do is, and there's quite a few different, if you can't see what you want, you can go to all task fields. And I might want to see the actual work in that column. So all I do is left click actual work and I can add what's already there. You'll be surprised there's quite a few things, quite a few different fields that are in Outlook by default. So there's some that might be hidden from normal view. So search carefully for what you're after. But if you can't actually find the column you want, or the particular field, or it's something that you know needs to be customized, you can left click there to create a new column. And you can specify the name of the column, and then you can have different types. So an example of when I've done that is to create a currency. And if I treat Outlook as a bit of a customer relationship management system, and I treat the tasks as current deals, I can actually create this column called revenue, and I can sort by revenue, and I can see what a deal is worth. And when I click close on it, I can actually have a different view that shows everything that's closed, so I know what I need to be billing my clients. So that's just one example. Of course, there are different fields you can create and different, just think of whatever's closest to what you're trying to do. You can also have yes, no checkboxes, for example. You can have basic text or different number formats in there as well. Okay, so once you've got the columns you want, just hit OK. In this case, we'll just click cancel because we're not going to go right through with it. You can decide how to group your columns. So automatically group according to arrangement, you can select that, or if you unselect that box, you can group items by, we're going to say due date, because we want to see things show up together. So you can group by due date, but then you might say, I want to group by categories, for example, and you can create custom categories yourself. I have something called a domino. So you'll see domino there is highlighted in red. For me, that is something that I learned this one off Tim Ferriss. Actually, it's selecting the task that's going to have the biggest impact and something that will probably make all of my other tasks for the day irrelevant. So it's of that much importance. So I want to highlight all my dominoes, and then I can actually group it by dominoes so I can see those when I need to see them and choose to work on those. And click OK once you're done there, and you can work out how you want to sort, how you want to filter, and any other settings that you want. Once you've done all that, just click OK to apply it, but we're just going to click Close in that case.